It's Tom and Todd's Face Off on WRKO.com. Brought to you by Chamonix, the science of beautiful skin.
Here we go. Well, the Sox are playing well. The Celtics are heating up. So are the Bruins, but always at the top of the league. Tom and Todd, Face Off, WRKO.com.
Obamacare. Which way will the Supreme Court go?
Ooh, I'm nervous about this
tough
one.
question.
I don't have a good feeling about Justice Kennedy. Justice Kennedy is a whimsical guy. When lawyers are saying it depends on what side of the bed he gets out on in the morning, that's not a good sign because, you know...
he's a swing voter, right?
Yeah.
He's the guy in the center.
And in the end, there's an institutional deference to say, well, Congress fought this out. Let the elections, let the people themselves reconcile it. So I think it'll probably be upheld. I don't say that for legal reasons. I'm saying that for more political, deferential reasons.
I would say the opposite. I'm leaning a little bit towards, if I had to put money down, that they will overturn the law because it's so grotesquely unconstitutional, and they're basically conservative guys, the majority of the court. So I feel like, geez, how could they do this to the country? We've already basically lost our Constitution, and for them to take this huge leap towards the ultimate socialistic model, I don't know why they would do it. But then again, as Tom says, they are guys of Washington and guys of the institutions, so we can't trust the bastards.
Is the Travon Martin case an excellent example of media bias and a liberal agenda?
It is a perfect example of a crazy, out-of-control media that runs with whatever story works primarily. It's about commerce. This is the easy way out. You had a story that was lingering, not doing anything. Liberal groups got active about it and started pushing it, and they pushed a distorted story. The distorted story was a great one. Racial bias. You got Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, the race baiters, the people who love to make their living by creating more racial animus in the country, and that creates a firestorm. The media is going to cover that. That's what they do. And then over time, you watch what happens. After 3 weeks, suddenly the story starts shifting 180 degrees different than the phony one they were putting out.
We could do a seminar on the media's impulse to follow. They're like lemmings. They follow the lead, even though the leader is running right off the cliff and doing something, or in this case, saying something stupid. Nobody knows what happened. It becomes easy, though, in America to do this because the history in America on race issues is so shameful, and black America to this day, notwithstanding President Barack Obama in the White House, black America today believes in its heart of hearts that the system screws them, that it's a white system that never cared about the death of any black person, whether that's a child or an elderly woman or somewhere in between, and we're going to be struggling with this. I'm honest to God, I'm usually confident about things. I'm depressed about this one. I'm pessimistic that America can ever come to grips with and about race in my lifetime. Maybe it'll happen for my kids and my grandkids. I'm not confident about this one at all.
Just to be fair, though, Tom would say or do anything to boost our ratings. So it's not really fair for him to be casting aspersions on others for doing the same.
You're a tough weight to carry. I got to do things.
Obama was caught telling Russia he would have more room to move after the election when it comes to the missile defense. Is this open mic comment indicative of Obama heading toward a hard left position if reelected?
This open mic situation with the president is horrific. This is unbelievable. I fear the worst. And I fear that because I think the president has a tendency to listen to the faculty lounge experts, so-called. And they want to do all these reset buttons because they see themselves as somehow or other wise. Russia is a foe. Russia is not a friend. Russia has been hostile to everything this country has been trying to do in and around the world stage. Anybody who doesn't see that is an utter fool, and I don't want to pander to them. I don't want to cater to them. I don't want to do anything at all, the open mic. Gee, if I can just get by the election, then wink, wink, we'll be okay. Stand up for the Polish. Stand up for the Czechs. Stand up for the people who stand up for the U.S., and don't keep genuflecting to this bully Putin and his little puppets.
Don't you know there is no Soviet domination of Poland?
Will
you relax?
Sure.
I don't care about this open mic. I want the open mic when Barack's having the conference call with Bill Ayers and Reverend Wright and Reverend Flager and Elizabeth Warren, and he's got all the commie conference call going on, trying to figure out some new way to defy the Constitution. That's the one I want to come out.
The commie conference call.
When
I like that one. That's a good way to
They have
phrase
one
it.
of those, what do you call those groups that they, like the reporters had one? I'm talking to Pete, the producer here.
Yeah.
You remember what those are? Journalists? Remember journalists? I want the presidential version of that to come out. That would be a good hot mic.
Ooh.
Another awesome job by us. We'll see you again next week. Tom and Todd Face Off here at WRKO.com.